Have you ever been in an intimate moment, fully engaged with your partner, only to feel a sudden shift, your body not responding the way you expect? In that instant, a wave of anxiety, frustration, or even self-doubt can take over. What if this keeps happening? What if your partner notices? What does this mean for your confidence, your relationship, your identity as a man? If you've ever found yourself stuck in this cycle of overthinking, you're not alone. The truth is, your mind and body are deeply connected, and the way you react in these moments can make all the difference. In this video, we're going to break down a simple yet transformative technique, the conscious pause, that will help you reclaim control, strengthen your confidence, and deepen your connection with your partner. You'll discover white heavy checkmark why pushing through these moments only makes things worse and how to break free from the anxiety loop. White heavy checkmark, a proven breathing technique that resets your nervous system, allowing natural arousal to return. White heavy checkmark, the real reason your mind is your biggest barrier, and how to shift it from fear to trust. White heavy checkmark, how this method not only improves performance, but also enhances intimacy on an emotional and psychological level. Stay with me until the end because this technique isn't just about physical performance. It's about redefining intimacy, shifting your mindset, and learning how to be fully present in the moment. Whether you're experiencing occasional challenges or simply want to strengthen your connection with your partner, this is a must-watch. Let's dive in. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you enjoy the content, please comment 1 below. If it doesn't resonate with you, leave a 0. Your feedback is crucial as it helps me create better videos that align with your interests. Now, let's get started. 1. The conscious pause technique, reclaiming control, confidence, and connection. There are moments during intimacy when a shift occurs, a subtle but undeniable change in your body's response. Perhaps you sense your erection weakening, and in that instant, a wave of anxiety, frustration, or even embarrassment may begin to creep in. This is where many men fall into the trap of overthinking, allowing their fears to spiral out of control, which only exacerbates the issue. But here's the truth, your body and mind are deeply interconnected, and rather than battling against what's happening, you can embrace a simple yet powerful technique that can transform not only the moment but also your overall approach to intimacy, the conscious pause technique. Breaking free from the cycle of anxiety. Instead of allowing panic or performance pressure to take over, pause. Take a step back, not physically, but mentally and emotionally. This is your opportunity to reset, to bring yourself back into the present rather than getting lost in a whirlwind of self-doubt. Too often, men feel they must power through these moments, pushing themselves harder, trying to force their body to comply. But that resistance creates more stress, which only fuels the problem. The answer lies in doing something counterintuitive. Stop, breathe, and let go of the need for control. Harnessing the power of the breath. Close your eyes if it helps, and take a deep, slow breath in through your nose. Feel the cool air enter your lungs, filling your belly as your diaphragm expands. Hold that breath for a few seconds, not in a strained or tense way, but just long enough to feel a gentle wave of calm settle over you. Then, exhale even more slowly, releasing any tension, self-judgment, or fear you may be carrying. Repeat this breathing cycle at least 3 to 5 times, letting each breath deepen your relaxation. With every inhale, imagine drawing in confidence, presence, and a sense of ease. With every exhale, imagine releasing any pressure, worry, or expectation that might be blocking your natural flow. This simple yet profoundly effective exercise immediately activates the parasympathetic nervous system, your body's natural rest and digest response. This is the direct counterforce to the fight or flight mode that anxiety triggers. When your nervous system shifts into a relaxed state, your muscles release tension, your heart rate steadies, and your blood circulation improves, all of which are essential for maintaining a strong and responsive erection. Restoring the mind-body connection. Sexuality is not just a physical act, It's a deeply psychological and emotional experience. The mind and body must work in harmony for arousal to flow naturally. The conscious pause is a way to bring yourself back into alignment, to shift from a mindset of fear and struggle into one of trust and surrender. Consider how often you may have approached intimacy as a performance, something to be measured by endurance, strength, or consistency. This pressure can turn what should be an intimate, pleasurable experience into a test of masculinity, which is both unfair and counterproductive. Instead, remind yourself, this moment is about connection, not competition. By embracing the conscious pause, you are not only regaining control over your body's responses, but also allowing yourself to be more present with your partner. Instead of getting trapped in the loop of negative self-talk, what if I lose my erection? What if I can't satisfy my partner? You shift your focus to the sensations of the moment, the warmth of your partner's touch, the rhythm of your breath, the deepening of intimacy that is not defined by one singular aspect of performance. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Enhancing intimacy through emotional presence. Another powerful effect of the conscious pause is that it fosters emotional connection. Your partner will likely notice when you take this moment of stillness, and rather than seeing it as a problem, they may perceive it as an act of mindfulness, an intentional way of staying engaged in the experience. You can even involve them in the process. If you feel comfortable, invite them to breathe with you, to slow down together, to synchronize your energy rather than rushing through the moment. In this way, intimacy becomes less about mechanics and more about deepening the emotional and physical bond between you and your partner. It becomes a shared experience of presence, trust, and acceptance. Trusting your body's natural flow. When you remove fear from the equation, you give your body the space it needs to respond naturally. Instead of fighting against what's happening, you allow yourself to move with it, knowing that arousal, like any other physiological response, fluctuates. Just as the ocean has its tides, your body has its own rhythm. The conscious pause is your way of respecting that rhythm, rather than forcing it into an unnatural state of constant peak performance. With practice, this technique not only helps in the moment, but also rewires your overall approach to intimacy. It teaches you that presence is more powerful than pressure, that relaxation fosters arousal, and that true confidence comes from trust. Trust in yourself, in your body, and in the deep connection you share with your partner. So the next time you feel your erection weakening, resist the urge to panic. Instead, pause, breathe, reconnect, and watch how something as simple as a moment of stillness can transform your entire experience. 2. Transforming the rhythm of intimacy. Far too often, we fall into the trap of believing that intimacy must unfold like a well-rehearsed script, a predictable sequence of actions that inevitably leads to one expected conclusion. We condition ourselves to think that passion follows a rigid path, that desire must be performed rather than experienced, that anything outside of this structure is a failure. But the truth is, intimacy is not a formula, it is an art. It is fluid, ever-changing, and deeply personal. If you sense yourself losing firmness, resist the impulse to panic or retreat inward with feelings of self-doubt. There is nothing shameful or unusual about shifts in the body's response. Instead of allowing frustration to take hold, recognize this moment as an opportunity to deepen your connection with your partner in a way that goes beyond physical mechanics. Change the rhythm of the encounter, breathe, slow down, and attune yourself to the intimacy of the present. Let go of the expectation that pleasure must be tied to one specific act. True closeness is not measured by performance, but by the depth of connection, mutual enjoyment, and emotional resonance shared between two souls. Instead of focusing solely on penetration, allow yourselves to explore the richness of touch, the intensity of prolonged eye contact, and the power of gentle, deliberate movements. Run your fingers over their skin with intention, tracing the lines of their body as if you are memorizing them for the first time. Hold them close, let your breath mingle, and communicate your desire in ways that do not require words. Linger in the moment. Let deep, unhurried kisses ignite a fire that spreads warmth between you. Allow your lips to explore, not just in haste, but with genuine curiosity and appreciation. Skin-to-skin contact, when approached with presence and intention, has the ability to transcend the physical. The warmth of your bodies pressed together, the subtle movements of muscle and breath, these small, seemingly simple gestures can awaken powerful sensations. There is profound beauty in slowing down, in stripping away the pressure to perform, and instead embracing the raw, unfiltered emotion of the experience. The irony is that when we release ourselves from the expectation of maintaining an erection, the body often responds in its own natural way. The mind softens, anxiety dissolves, and in this state of relaxation, arousal is given space to return, effortlessly, without force. When passion is approached with patience, creativity, and an open heart, it flourishes in ways far more powerful than routine expectations allow. Intimacy is not a test of physical endurance, nor is it about proving one's virility. It is about being fully present with another person, immersed in the moment, attuned to each other's needs, and allowing connection to unfold organically. When you embrace this mindset, you open the door to a more fulfilling, emotionally charged, and deeply satisfying experience, one that extends far beyond the limitations of the physical body and instead anchors itself in the boundless depths of the heart and soul. 3. The prolonged contact technique, a profoundly intimate experience of reconnection. Rather than allowing frustration or disappointment to creep in and disrupt a beautiful, intimate moment, embrace the power of prolonged, uninterrupted contact, a deeply emotional and psychologically soothing approach that nurtures connection on the most profound levels. Intimacy is not merely about physical performance. It is a language of the soul, an unspoken symphony of emotions, a sacred dance between two people who trust and desire each other beyond the constraints of physicality. Instead of allowing pressure or self-doubt to dictate the experience, shift the focus entirely. From performance to presence, from expectation to exploration, from rigidity to receptivity. Remove the weight of what should happen, and instead surrender to the tender, electric warmth of simply being together. Hold your partner close, not as a means to an end, but as a testament to the love, trust, and profound safety that exists between you. Feel their breath against your skin, their heartbeat against your chest, the quiet tremor of anticipation in their fingertips. Allow yourself to exist in this moment without the need to perform, to impress, or to meet any external standard. Envelop them in an embrace that is not rushed or obligatory, but slow, deep, and lingering. Let your fingers trace gentle, reassuring circles along their back, drawing them even closer, dissolving any tension that lingers between you, and replacing it with a sense of deep emotional security. Let your lips hover just above theirs, not in urgency but in a quiet, smoldering promise of what's to come. Maintain eye contact, not just a passing glance, but a profound, soulful gaze that communicates devotion, tenderness, and raw desire in ways that words never could. This is where the magic lies, not in the mechanics of the body but in the depth of connection that fuels it. The power of psychological and emotional arousal. Studies in sexual psychology and emotional bonding have revealed that the mind is often the true gateway to arousal, far more powerful than the body alone. When the mind is preoccupied with anxiety, performance expectations, or fear of failure, the body instinctively follows suit, creating blocks that inhibit natural responses. However, when the pressure is lifted and the focus shifts toward pure connection, the body can relax, respond, and awaken in ways that feel organic rather than forced. This is why prolonged, expectation-free contact is one of the most effective techniques for naturally rekindling passion. When two people engage in physical closeness without pressure, holding each other, whispering words of affection, sharing soft laughter, or resting together in a tranquil, deeply connected embrace, something incredible happens. The body begins to trust the moment. The mind releases its grip on the outcome, and suddenly, desire returns, not out of necessity, but out of genuine, unhurried longing. If you are still watching this video, and find these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. The science of sensory reconnection. Beyond the emotional aspects, prolonged physical closeness activates key neurochemicals in the brain. Oxytocin, often called the love hormone, surges through the body, fostering an intense sense of trust, relaxation, and emotional closeness. Dopamine, the brain's reward chemical, amplifies feelings of pleasure and excitement. Endorphins, the natural stress relievers, flood the nervous system, quieting performance-related anxiety and replacing it with a warm, effortless flow of desire. By slowing down, focusing on sensory awareness, and allowing the body to experience closeness in a relaxed, expectation-free way, arousal is no longer something to chase. It becomes something that naturally finds its way back to you. From pressure to passion, redefining intimacy. This technique is not just about overcoming a temporary challenge. It is about deepening the emotional and physical bond between two people. It is a reminder that intimacy is not a checklist, not a performance, not a fleeting moment of passion that must be perfectly executed. Instead, it is an ongoing journey of understanding, patience, exploration, and rediscovery. By choosing connection over pressure, patience over anxiety, and tenderness over rigid expectations, you create an environment where passion can rekindle itself effortlessly. It doesn't need to be forced or controlled. It simply unfolds in its own time, in its own way, with a power that is as undeniable as the love and trust that sustain it. So the next time frustration threatens to break the moment, pause, breathe, feel. Surrender to the presence of the one you love. Let the experience of closeness itself be enough, and watch as the body naturally follows, responding not out of obligation, but out of the deep, genuine desire that comes from feeling truly seen, held, and cherished. 4. Shifting the focus of pleasure, embracing intimacy beyond performance. When you notice your or your partner's penis losing rigidity, resist the urge to fixate on it. Do not let frustration, embarrassment, or self-doubt creep in, as these emotions can silently suffocate intimacy, replacing what should be a moment of connection with tension and worry. Instead of panicking or feeling discouraged, recognize that this is not a failure. It is merely a signal from the body, an invitation to shift the focus from expectation-driven performance to the limitless landscape of pleasure and emotional connection. One of the greatest misunderstandings about intimacy is the belief that an erection is the cornerstone of pleasure, the defining element of a satisfying encounter. But this belief overlooks the vast, intricate, and deeply fulfilling ways partners can connect beyond penetration. The human body is a map of pleasure points waiting to be discovered, and when the mind is freed from rigid definitions of success, the journey of exploration becomes even more rewarding. Take this as an opportunity to explore touch in all its exquisite forms. Glide your fingers over your partner's skin, savoring the warmth, the texture, and the way their body responds to your touch. Linger in unexpected places, the delicate curve of the collarbone, the soft dip of the lower back, the sensitive expanse of the inner thighs. Allow your hands, lips, and breath to create waves of anticipation, building intimacy through sensation rather than expectation. Arousal is not just physical, it is deeply emotional, deeply psychological. Sometimes, the most powerful moments of intimacy arise not from action, but from presence, being fully attuned to each other, listening with your body, feeling every response, and letting passion unfold naturally. Sensory exploration can be deeply erotic when given the space to flourish. Engage in slow, lingering kisses that send shivers down the spine. Whisper soft words of admiration, letting your partner know how much you desire them, not just for what their body can do but for who they are. Run your hands through their hair, trace their jawline, or press your body close, feeling the warmth of skin against skin. The act of intimacy should never feel like a performance but rather a dance, fluid, organic, ever-changing, with no pressure to rush to any particular outcome. When pleasure is allowed to flow freely, without the constraints of expectation or self-judgment, the body often responds in kind. Many times, when the mind is no longer hyper-focused on performance, when stress melts away and enjoyment takes its place, the erection naturally returns. But even if it doesn't, this shift in perspective transforms what could have been an awkward, frustrating moment into a beautiful opportunity, one that strengthens emotional closeness and redefines pleasure in its purest form. True intimacy is not about any single physical response. It is about connection, vulnerability, and the shared experience of pleasure in all its forms. By shifting the focus away from pressure and towards exploration, you open the door to a deeper, more fulfilling intimacy, one built not on expectations, but on the sheer joy of discovering and cherishing one another. 5. Considering physical factors. Nourishing the body for optimal sexual health. While the mind plays a crucial role in arousal and maintaining an erection, we cannot overlook the profound impact of physical health and circulation on sexual function. The body and mind work in tandem, and even the most confident and emotionally attuned man can experience challenges if his vascular health is compromised. The lifeline of blood circulation. At the core of a strong, sustained erection is healthy blood flow. When you are aroused, the blood vessels in the penis expand, allowing for increased circulation that creates and maintains rigidity. However, when vascular health is compromised, this process can be disrupted, leading to softer or inconsistent erections. Many men find themselves struggling with this change as they age, often mistaking it for a psychological issue when, in reality, it may stem from an underlying physical condition. If you have noticed that your erections are not as firm, last for a shorter duration, or require more stimulation than before, it may be a sign that your circulatory system needs attention. Underlying health conditions that affect erections. Several common medical conditions can directly impact blood circulation and sexual performance. Among them, the most prevalent are high blood pressure, hypertension. When blood pressure is too high, it can cause damage to blood vessels, making it more difficult for them to expand and contract properly. This restricts the free flow of blood, which is essential for achieving and sustaining an erection. Diabetes. Elevated blood sugar levels can lead to nerve damage, neuropathy, and weakened blood vessels, both of which can significantly interfere with sexual function. Diabetic men often report experiencing a gradual decline in erectile quality if their condition is not well managed. High cholesterol. Excess cholesterol can contribute to the narrowing and hardening of arteries, atherosclerosis, reducing blood flow throughout the body, including to the penis. This means that, even if sexual desire is present, the mechanics of arousal may not function as efficiently as before. Obesity and sedentary lifestyle. Excess weight, especially around the abdomen, has been linked to lower testosterone levels, insulin resistance, and increased risk of heart disease, all of which can negatively impact sexual performance. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Seeking professional guidance. There's no shame in prioritizing your health. If you suspect that your physical health may be playing a role in changes to your sexual performance, do not hesitate to seek medical advice. Many men avoid discussing these issues out of embarrassment, but erectile health is a valid and important aspect of overall well-being. Speaking with a doctor can provide clarity, reassurance, and solutions that can help restore confidence and vitality. Sometimes, a simple adjustment, whether it's modifying a medication, improving your fitness routine, or making dietary changes, can drastically enhance blood flow and sexual response. A healthcare provider can assess your unique situation and recommend personalized strategies to improve both your general health and your intimate experiences. Lifestyle adjustments that make a difference. Fortunately, many of the physical factors that contribute to erectile difficulties can be improved or even reversed with consistent lifestyle changes. Consider incorporating the following into your daily routine. Adopt a heart-healthy diet. Focus on nutrient-dense foods that support cardiovascular function. Prioritize lean proteins, leafy greens, healthy fats, such as omega-3s, and antioxidant-rich fruits to nourish your body and promote optimal circulation. Reduce processed foods, excess sugar, and unhealthy fats that contribute to vascular problems. Exercise regularly. Movement is one of the most powerful natural remedies for erectile difficulties. Engaging in cardiovascular activities such as walking, swimming, cycling, or jogging strengthens the heart and improves circulation. Strength training also plays a role in boosting testosterone levels, which supports overall sexual health. Monitor and manage your blood pressure and cholesterol. If you have hypertension or high cholesterol, it's essential to work closely with your doctor to regulate these conditions. Medications, if needed, should be taken as prescribed, and lifestyle adjustments can further enhance your vascular health. Quit smoking and limit alcohol consumption. Smoking damages blood vessels and restricts circulation, making it a major contributor to erectile dysfunction. Similarly, excessive alcohol consumption can impair nerve function and lower testosterone levels over time. Cutting back or quitting altogether can significantly improve erectile quality. Manage stress and prioritize restful sleep. Chronic stress and sleep deprivation can cause hormonal imbalances and heightened cortisol levels, both of which negatively impact testosterone and sexual function. Ensuring that you get quality rest and stress management through activities such as meditation, deep breathing, or relaxation techniques can restore hormonal balance and boost overall well-being. Regaining control and confidence. Your body is resilient, and even if you've noticed changes in your sexual performance, there is always room for improvement. By taking an honest and proactive approach to your health, you not only enhance your ability to perform sexually, but also increase your longevity, energy, and overall quality of life. The first step is to acknowledge that your physical health matters just as much as your mental and emotional state in the realm of intimacy. Rather than feeling discouraged or ashamed, view this as an opportunity to regain control, to make small, impactful changes that will transform not only your sexual experiences, but also your confidence, vitality, and well-being for years to come. So, after everything we've discussed, what have you learned? Have you realized how much your mindset plays a role in intimacy? Do you now see how slowing down, breathing, and embracing the conscious pause technique can shift your entire experience from stress to connection? I'd love to hear from you. Comment below and share one thing you've learned today that you're going to put into practice in your own life. Whether it's breaking free from performance anxiety, using the power of breath, or redefining intimacy beyond just physical performance, let's start a conversation. And if you found value in this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us create more content that empowers and educates. Thanks for watching, and remember, confidence isn't about perfection, it's about presence. See you in the next video.